Smith and Nelson in the morning on 94.9 KISS FM.
As country leader, 94.9 KISS FM. Smith and Nelson in the morning with some in-studio guests here for the morning.
Yes, indeed.
Which we will get into the entire reason behind that here in just moments. But first, we're going to say hi to our friend Courtney. How long has it been since we've seen Courtney?
I mean, forever, way too long. We need to do this on weekends.
Courtney used to come in, do movies with us, talk about events. Courtney's behind the lip sync battle. We talked a lot about it this year. We just didn't have you up to kind of tell us about it live this year.
I wonder why that is.
She didn't want to come by.
Oh, that is such a lie. I think you guys didn't invite me.
We'll have to go back.
Usually, I believe you invited yourself.
Oh, right.
I'm pretty sure that's how it used to work.
That's what I need to do. That's why I just said I'll be here every week.
We'll have to go back to the text exchange and see how it all came to be.
Right.
All right.
The proof.
Courtney has her hands in this event as well. This is actually coming up next weekend on the 21st. We were talking about this the other day, but it's going to happen over at Ogren Park. The Family's First 500 Adventure Race. Going to be a fun day for families, kids, live music. We'll talk about that here in just moments. But Hannah is here. Hannah is with Family's First Learning Lab, which is attached and kind of behind the event next weekend. But first, Hannah, thanks for coming up, hanging out with us a little bit, telling us about the event. But let's start with you and Family's First Learning Lab. Tell us what it is, what you do.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So Family's First Learning Lab, we are in the new Missoula Public Library, and we strengthen families through parent education, learning through play through our child enrichment programs on the second floor of the library, and working with the Montana Happiness Project with a Happy Families Initiative.
What is it? What's your official title?
I'm the executive director.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, there you go.
Start at the top. There you go. All right. Well, how does anybody find you online? Family's First Learning Lab. Website, Facebook?
We are active on all social media platforms, and we also have a website, which is familiesfirstmt.org.
Perfect. Well, speaking of families, you guys are putting on a pretty fun event next weekend. The Family's First 500 Adventure Race. First off, what is that?
It's going to be super fun. We haven't actually had an annual event in probably over 5 years. So we're super excited to be engaging the public in our work. And this is going to be an obstacle course race at the Paddlehead Stadium. We have over 10 obstacles. And then at the very end, we will have a final Carl Tyler lap race where people can come and race in their wearable Carl Tyler cars that kids can come decorate at the library before then.
Nice.
It should be a really, really fun time.
Love that.
What are some of the obstacles that you guys are going to be putting out there?
Yeah, so we have tire flipping, we've got an army crawl, hay bale, crawling up them, we've got tug of war. It should be a good time. And then we also have stuff for if you don't have kids. So we have a concert with Showdown. We've got some face painting for kids too, and a jumpy house. And then we are also going to have a really fun vintage car show.
Oh, nice. And then you have concessions. So the concession stands at the stadium will be open.
Yep.
Especially as you're watching the concert. And
There you
hanging out.
go, yeah.
Yep.
I like how you've built it as Spartan Race meets American Ninja Warrior meets Derby events.
Yeah, so if you're trying to train, family style, if you're trying to train to compete in one of those Spartan races, I know there was one that just recently happened. This can be your first starting point to start.
There you go.
I think it can really kick you off,
Baby
especially
steps.
As a 5-year-old that's trying to build from the beginning.
That's great. I can picture it already. That's gonna be fun to see all the kids in the kind of the wearable car costumes.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's gonna be real fun. All right, you said music from Showdown. You were telling us there's 2 different ways you can do it. You can actually kind of get a team, or you can have your kids can be involved in the race, or you and the kids. But then with the music to follow, you can also just purchase tickets for the concert.
Yeah, so you can purchase tickets just for the concert. They are $20, and that gets you in, and you can actually see the car show and then the concert from 4 to 7.
Very cool. I like it. This is a little bit of everything thrown in the mix.
Pretty much, yeah.
And this is kind of one of the final things over at Ogren Park before they start getting going for baseball season. So.
Right before it.
Yeah. It's the 21st. They start on the 25th, I think.
Yeah. So you're not going to see a ton of events happening at Ogren Park outside of baseball for the next few months. This is like one of the only ones.
All right, the Family's First 500 Adventure Race. A bunch of different obstacles and fun. You got the car show, live music. Where does anybody go to find out more details, purchase tickets, get all the info?
Our social media channels and familiesfirstmt.org under our events tab.
And, of course, we've just gone the extra mile and made it easy. You just go to KissFM.com or your Kiss FM mobile app.
There you go. We linked right to where you need to go.
That's how we do it. All right, Hannah, appreciate you coming in, telling us all about it. And, again, it's on the 21st over at Ogren Park, the family's first 500. All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Luke Combs is now doing this so big. He needs to do it in Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And listen for the contest codes at 820, 1020, 120, and 420. And then enter them on our app. Grand prize winner gets tickets for them and a friend. Airfare, hotel, and $500. Get more info and contest rules on our app. Sponsored by Sony Music Nashville and by
Montana's country leader, 94.9 KISS FM. See? What they say, what they tweet, what they do, it's what's making news in the world of country music. This is the Music City 60 on 94.9 KISS FM.
Yes, it is. Your Music City 60. Kane Brown is coming out with a brand new cereal. That's not the sentence that you thought I was going to say.
Don't even know why that's happening.
Yeah, a new cereal called Kane Crunch, which is a good name for the cereal.
Name's not bad.
Yeah, it has a cocoa rice flavor, and if it sounds good to you, you should get some because a portion of the proceeds will go to charity. Just getting to create my own cereal, one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do. You can ask my family. We are truly a big cereal household. Sounds like he's really trying to push this cereal.
I'm guessing he had about zero involvement.
That's definitely possible.
They just made it and said, we'll slap your picture on it. All right, cool.
But it's available online at canecrunch.com if you want to check it out. And it's K Crunch with a K, by the way.
Naturally,
Of course.
Everybody always wondering what's going to happen with Florida-Georgia line. They've been kind of, been laying low a little bit. You had the pandemic. They've been kind of testing the waters with their own music, the two of them. One of the members, Brian Kelly, says, well, the answer is not sure. He was doing an interview, and he said, I think we got 10 or 11 more shows this year, and we're taking a break after that. So if you want to see us, this is the year to do it. After that, I don't know what the plan is. It's not clear to me. At the end of the day, we're brothers, so we'll still have each other's back. But who knows?
Yeah.
Sounds like maybe they might be kind of looking to wind down, maybe do some solo things.
Expand for a little bit.
Some adventures in music of their own.
Exactly. CMT will be airing a live Naomi Judd Memorial on Sunday. I believe there was a Judd Memorial last weekend, but that was for friends and family. This will actually be broadcast live on TV. Naomi Judd, A River of Time celebration will take place at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, and performers and special appearances will be announced soon.
Interesting. All right, how about Dierks Bentley? You want to have the cool dad factor? Dierks Bentley surprised his kids by bringing home the Stanley Cup trophy.
He won the Stanley Cup?
Somehow he managed to get his hands on the Stanley Cup.
That's pretty wild.
NHL, I guess, gave him permission. He brought it home, had it at his house. Kids came home from school, found the giant silver cup sitting on the the island there in the kitchen.
Nice.
And they posted a video on Instagram where they were joking about what they were going to do with it, and maybe putting some ice cream in there. Dirk said he'd like to put a burrito in there.
There you go. The NHL might frown upon that, I would imagine.
I think there's probably been worse stuff done to it. People passing that cup around like they do.
That's true.
And now you're in the know with Nashville. Smith and Nelson's Music City 60, 94.9 KISS FM. This is what's newsy and noteworthy with Smith and Nelson on 94.9 KISS FM.
Yes, it is. What's newsy and noteworthy for your morning? And on Tuesday, a guy was flying in from the Bahamas in a single-engine plane when the pilot passed out. And he had no choice but to land the plane himself with no flying experience at all. He managed to contact air traffic control at the Palm Beach airport. The audio is pretty crazy. He said he'd never flown a plane before, but he was 9,000 feet up, had no idea where he was. Sounds like there was at least one other person on board. There was an air traffic controller that happened to be on his lunch break. They called him back in, and he had never flown that type of plane, so he had to pull a photo with a flight deck to look at it. They told the guy to follow the coastline, descend slowly by pushing the controls forward, try to spot the airport, and then kind of got on the phone with him. They found the plane on the radar. He managed to make a perfect landing, and he was okay.
I like to picture the air traffic control guy just about to bite into the sandwich for the first bite, then the door busting open. We need you.
Yes. Come on.
Gwyneth Paltrow says that Goop's $120 diaper is a ruse. Her Goop brand, which is known for weird and interesting items. A certain candle comes to mind.
Yes.
Announced they were selling a diaper with gemstones and virgin alpaca hair. Pack of 12 cost $120. The description said, meet the diaper, our new disposable diaper lined with virgin alpaca wool, fastened with amber gemstones, known for their ancient emotional cleansing properties, infused with a scent of jasmine, and all to help revitalize your baby. And then she said that, they announced it was fake. said the purpose of the product was to make people mad and wanted to shine a light on the fact that diapers are being marketed as a luxury item and way too expensive.
All right, well,
Seems
there
like
you
a
go.
long way to go to make your point.
That is a long way, yeah.
Send a tweet like everyone else.
Yeah, speaking of luxury items, a luxury brand is selling destroyed shoes for $1,800.
Wow.
Balenciaga is selling roughed up shoes, and depending on the style, could be like $495, could be $625. But the limited edition run of extra destroyed sneakers, which look like a zombie like tore through your shoes or something, those set you back $1,850 for a pair of shoes.
Kind of like the first time they put ripped jeans on sale. And
Yes.
like, who's going to buy that?
I don't think ripped jeans ever cost $1,800.
No.
so.
But then when you're paying more for a pair of ripped jeans than you are a pair of regular jeans.
That's
like,
true.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Mattel announced that they're selling their first ever Barbie doll with a hearing aid. They say the hearing aid will be pink, and it says, quote, from creating the brand's first ever Barbie with hearing aids to a Ken doll with the skin condition vitiligo, 2022's Fashionista lineup, which will be launched in Walmart, Target, and Amazon, will help kids see themselves reflected.
There you go.
Kind of a cool idea, though.
Yeah, definitely. And it's overdue because Barbie couldn't hear at all. She's a doll.
If you're having a kid that wears a hearing aid,
Yeah.
kind of a cool thing for them to have.
Absolutely, that's great. An employee at a hotel in South Carolina accidentally gave a couple the key to someone else's room over the weekend, and instead of giving it back, that couple went in the room and stole a bunch of stuff.
Oh, man.
They were standing right next door, put all the stuff in the back of their truck outside.
Oh.
So it was in plain view, which was pretty dumb because it turned out the people they robbed were construction workers that got back from their job site and just saw the stuff sitting in the truck. So they took it back. But the two thieves were watching it and decided to confront them. And the guy had a knife, sounds like the woman had a stun gun. The construction workers didn't have any weapons, but they did have tools. One of them grabbed a 4-foot level, the long things with the bubble used to hang pictures, and beat the guy who stole their stuff with it.
My gosh.
The level ended up getting bent, according to the details police posted on Facebook. So they hit the guy pretty hard. No word what kind of charges anybody in that group is facing right now.
It really escalated.
Yeah, it really did.
The start of the story there. All right, final one. It says a monkey escaped his owner at a Dollar General store in Texas. The owner entered the store to buy bottled water for the monkey. Monkey took a swig, then bit the owner, and then ran off. They're looking for the monkey now. 7 months old, wearing a diaper. That's the description. Being trained to be a service monkey. Sounds like there's still some training to go.
Yes.
Says most likely in a nearby wooded area, but the search is on for the monkey.
I think if you just happen to see a monkey, it's probably the monkey.
Probably that one.
You might not need the description.
I mean, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. Just leave the monkey in the car when you're going into Dollar General.
This is
All
true.
All right. There you go. Newsy and noteworthy for your morning. It's KISS.
We're givers.
The music is so good.
From the Carl Tyler Chevrolet Studio.
It's awesome.
This is Montana's country leader, 94.9 KISS FM.
The Nelson in the morning with 94.9 KISS FM. We've got a Luke Combs code word for you coming up at 8:20 this morning. That's your chance to fly away, see Luke Combs in concert.
Yeah, live in Atlanta. Tickets, hotel, airfare, and $500 in spending cash, all included.
Right about 8:20, your first Luke Combs code word for the day. All right, KissFM.com, Kiss FM mobile app, couple stories there having to do with new businesses. One that's already open and one that kind of they've laid out the plans. And the first one be out on North Reserve, called Nutrition on Reserve.
There you go. Tells you pretty much all you need to know. Nutrition.
What they do and where they're at.
Yes.
That's a good name.
Yeah, they're a new smoothie and juice bar that set up shop in Grant Creek Plaza on Reserve, kind of the same plaza that has like Crumble Cookies and the AT&T store right around there. And they've been in the process kind of getting everything together for a while now. They created a Facebook page back in September. And if you look through the page, you kind of scroll back, you can see all the work that went into getting the place ready to go. You can see them kind of tearing out some of the walls and the floors and doing the plumbing and all that kind of stuff. And now they're finally in action. They opened this past week.
Maybe they looked around the plaza and were like, Crumble Cookies, got the Thai place. Little Caesars,
Yes.
Arby's. We need something healthy in here.
One healthy thing in that plaza, for sure. Yeah. So they serve healthy meal shakes. They got teas and aloe beverages, and they want to support a healthy, active lifestyle to create a atmosphere for its customers that's positive and supportive. So, yeah, they're open now, and you can check them out. We got the details over on the website and through the app.
So, they have a tricky picture on their Facebook page because they're called Nutrition on Reserve.
Yes.
All their stuff is kind of healthy, but then you look at it and you're like, gosh, that looks delicious.
Looks
like marshmallow and chocolatey.
Yes. It looks like they're serving milkshakes, basically.
It says the post they have on Facebook, or one of them here says all shakes are 24 grams of protein, 21 essential vitamins and minerals, and under 12 grams of sugar. It's basically kind of like a serve as a meal replacement.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so Nutrition on Reserve, they are open. Another place that announced some news, although they're not open, they've kind of announced plans for what will be coming, is Double K Deli and Meat Shop.
Okay.
Which is going to be in Paxson Plaza, which is kind of over where the new Big Dipper location is.
Right, over by the Southgate Mall.
Yeah. Which, if you've been there, either going into Big Dipper, maybe going into the dram shop, you may have seen like the little kind of like food truck outside, food trailer almost, I think it is.
Okay.
But that's them, where they kind of have like the food truck there, and now they're going to set up shop and just have a permanent location there.
Nice. Yeah, that's great.
This is from their Facebook post about it. It says, big news. We're so excited to officially announce the Double K Deli and Meat Shop located in the Paxson Plaza. We are tentatively planning our grand opening for the coming fall. Stay tuned for more details and updates. And I guess in the meantime, they'll still have the little kind of trailer there outside.
Yeah.
And I did not realize. I've seen the trailer many times.
Yeah, it's been around.
I think I've even eaten from it once. I didn't realize that the Double K Ranch, the name of the place, I didn't realize it was like an actual ranch.
Oh, yeah.
It's out in Darby, and when I was reading this story, I was like, oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, there you go. I do like the story you throw in there on the website, too, how you would have had the story a few days earlier because you were at Big Dipper.
It's true, yeah.
You went to Big Dipper, you saw there was work being done, and you were like, oh, man, I should ask somebody inside what's happening so I can blog about it. And then you got distracted by your ice cream and had that instead.
Yeah, we went for ice cream like a week ago, and it was dark out. But I was like, oh, what's going on behind all these windows that are kind of covered in paper? I was trying to peek through, and yeah, I thought, I'll just ask the people Big Dipper. And I got sidetracked. And then I saw this story, like wherever on the Facebook post.
Yep.
And so I thought, well, that must be the place. I'm still not 100% sure it's the same place.
Okay.
Maybe there's more than one.
Interesting. Okay.
Maybe there's more than one vacant little shop there, but I'm guessing it's the same
that would
place.
probably be it. Yeah.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Double K. They are opening a new spot there right by Southgate Mall. And you can check out Nutrition on Reserve. 2 new places here in town.
Indeed.
We got all the details. Both of those stories, your KISS FM mobile app.
This part of Smith and Nelson in the Morning brought to you by Hunter Bay Coffee, Montana's premium gourmet coffee roaster.
Guys,
It's Odds and Ends with Smith and Nelson on 94.9 KISS FM.
Yes, it is. Some odds and ends for your morning, and the MTV Movie and TV Awards just announced their nominations. They're going to air on June 5th. Best movie, Spider-Man No Way Home, Dune, Scream, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, The Adam Project, and The Batman. For best show, you got Euphoria, Inventing Anna, Loki, Squid Game, Ted Lasso, and Yellowstone.
There you go.
Yellowstone made the cut here.
You tell me The Batman and Scream are both up for Best Picture?
Yeah.
Was Scream that great?
Scream was very good. I like Scream. And, the MTV Movie and TV Awards, they're not like a real
That's true.
award show.
That's true. I guess
It's not like they're the Oscars.
I guess I forgot about that part. I was just, when I heard them both in the same category, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot. I forgot what we're dealing with here. Sarah Silverman doing an interview on The View yesterday. She grossed out the host when she revealed that her and her boyfriend share a toothbrush. That's just not acceptable.
That's, yeah.
I have nothing more for the story except for saying
Except Sarah Silverman. Stop
cancel
doing that.
Sarah Silverman immediately.
On the grounds of her toothbrush habits.
That's right.
Forbes released their list of the world's 10 highest paid athletes. Number 1 was Lionel Messi, who is a soccer player.
Yeah.
$130 million. Actually, the top 5, 3 of them are soccer players. LeBron James, that too. He doesn't play soccer. He's a basketball guy. Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, Stephen Curry are your top 5.
We talked about cereal earlier this morning. Kane Brown, kind of with his own version. What was it? Cane Crunch?
Yes, Cane Crunch cereal.
I don't know why cereal is such a big topic here this morning, but here you go. Story says Cheerios selling 2 new flavors. One called Honey Vanilla Cheerios, which sounds pretty delicious.
Sure.
Also Banana Caramel Cheerios.
Also sounds pretty good.
And then Kellogg's has a new Toy Story inspired cereal called Lightyear. It's going to have vanilla flavored cereal and then marshmallows shaped like Christmas trees and the moon.
I see.
I don't know how the Christmas trees tie into
Yeah,
it.
that's a little strange. That's a weird one.
Unless
But
that's some sort of something in the new Lightyear movie that I haven't seen.
That's
but
the only explanation,
Yep.
I think. So we'll see how it goes there.
there you go.
School in Germany retired a skeleton that was used in a biology classroom since 1952 But they didn't just toss it into a storage facility. They actually had to place it in a small coffin, held a funeral, even buried it in a ceremony because the skeleton was real. It wasn't just like a plastic skeleton, and they felt weird just kind of tossing like actual bones into like a storage facility. But I guess back in the day, a lot of those plastic skeletons were real, and this was kind of a relic of it. So it was a proper burial. They had a funeral efficient. The coffin even featured the symbols of all the major religions because they didn't know which.
Put them all in there.
Yeah, just like, take a stab at it, you know. About 80 people.
It doesn't matter if all
ceremony.
the other ones offended, but at least we'll get the one in there.
Exactly, yes.
That's funny. All right, some stuff happening on this day in history. George Carlin was born on this day.
Oh, wow.
Back in 1937. George Carlin passed away in 2008.
I remember that was one of the first like celebrity deaths that really hit me hard. I mean, 'cause I was like 13, 14 at the time, so I was like conscious enough of who George Carlin was to be pretty upset about
I
it.
saw that date. I was like, geez, 2008.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This date in 1965, this is when the Rolling Stones recorded Satisfaction. And this day, 1994, Garth Brooks guest starred on the TV show Mad About You.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I even remember that he did that.
Really?
There you go. I have to check that out. Big Paul Reiser, Helen Hunt classic.
Yes. Everyone's talking about Mad About You all the time these days.
All right, there you go. For your morning, some odds and ends. It's KISS.
When it's country in Superior, it's Montana's country leader, 94.9 KISS FM.
Nelson in the morning, Montana's country leader, 94.9 KISS FM. Your next, Luke Combs code word. Chance to fly away to Atlanta, see Luke Combs in concert, coming up at 10:20 this morning with Jess on the job. If you open up your KISS FM mobile app or KISSFM.com, got a story there how you can win a free meal pretty much every day of the month here.
Yeah, this is pretty great. If you're a fan of Missoula's Food Trucks and you're not following Food Truck Locator on Instagram,
Missing out.
You're messing up. I mean, you got to fix that immediately. It has genuinely become like an essential part of my dining experience is going somewhere, not sure where there's going to be food. I go to the Food Truck Locator, see if, hey, maybe there's going to be some food trucks around. A lot of time there are because there are food trucks kind of everywhere here in Missoula.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just thinking of like, what can we have for dinner? I don't know. I don't want to cook something. Let's go somewhere.
Yeah.
Just want to go to the just same old restaurant or whatever. Man, that's super handy.
Yeah, it's great to have. And the Food Truck Locator has been active for almost 2 years now. We kind of talked about it when it first launched, but it's just kind of kept growing this entire time. And they recently surpassed a milestone 10,000 followers
Nice.
on Instagram, which is pretty impressive when you consider that it's just Missoula Food
Yeah,
Trucks
right.
that it's locating. It's no other towns. They don't update you on anything else. It's just the ones in Missoula.
Super handy, though.
Yes, absolutely. So 10,000 followers. So to celebrate, they are teaming up with every local food truck in Missoula to give away one free meal per day.
Love that.
Yes. So they announced the contest on their Instagram page and calling it the 10K giveaway. Basically, it's going to have over 18 free meals to be given away in the month of May. And all they do is like they post every single day, like a different featured food truck of the day. You basically have people tag the food truck, follow them on Instagram, and then they'll be entered to win a free meal from that food truck.
The app just kind of started as someone trying to keep tabs on where food trucks were and stuff.
Yes.
But it's kind of cool now, come full circle, where the food trucks are appreciative of getting the exposure and
Absolutely.
having the app tell people where they are, so they're offering up the free meals. I love it.
It's a real like win-win situation just for everybody involved, basically. The 10K giveaway has been going on. It's been going on for a couple of days now, but they pretty much throughout the entire month of May they'll be doing this. All you got to do is keep up to date on the Food Truck Locator Instagram page, and they will post like a new food truck every single day. It doesn't look like today's is out there yet. Yesterday's was Sonny's Original, the cheesesteak place. Definitely worth getting in on this for sure.
All right. Not only can you enter for the contest, but just lunchtime rolls around. You're like, what are we gonna do here today?
Yeah.
See where all the food trucks are around.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, if you don't have that app, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty incredible.
All right, details and how you can score a free meal here pretty much throughout the rest of the month. They're giving away one a day.
Yeah.
KISS FM mobile app has more.
Newsworthy nugget of the day with Smith and Nelson on 94.9 KISS FM.
Brought to you by Farside Sign, Missoula's leading full-service sign and custom Beagle graphic shop. Farside Sign in the 2200 block of South Avenue West.
All right, we have reached the portion of the morning where we try to give you a little something you don't already know. We package it up and present it as the Nuggets.
Exactly. And if you're a fan of films from the 80s and 90s, especially action movies, you might be familiar with the name of Joel Silver, who's the producer of movies like Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, The Matrix, Who Framed Roger Rabbit,
Jeez.
Commando. Pretty stellar resume there.
Not bad.
Pretty good. But also on his resume, did you know that Joel Silver, movie producer, was also one of the inventors of Ultimate Frisbee when he was in college?
Wow.
Yeah, I was looking into the history of Ultimate Frisbee, and I guess, around like the late 60s, a few group of people kind of came up with the idea for this game, a few rules here and there. Then Joel Silver and a few of his friends, when they were in college, they got together and like really laid out the rules for like an Ultimate Frisbee game just for them, and then it kind of just caught on afterwards,
cool.
which is pretty wild. So yeah, even before he was filming any movies, he was already inventing Ultimate Frisbee.
Man,
that's a solid resume right there.
Jack of all trades.
Absolutely. Need to or not, now you know.